The Instagram bride. She wasn't born for the spotlight. But somehow, the spotlight found her. Her name was Amora, 25, quiet, the kind of girl who preferred soft music and the smell of rain to parties and champagne. But one post, just one post, changed her entire life. It started on a Thursday evening. The sky was dim, heavy with clouds. She was in her tiny apartment, scrolling aimlessly on Instagram. Her phone screen was cracked at the corner, but the picture still looked beautiful. She wasn't looking for fame. She wasn't even trying. She just took a picture of herself in her new red dress, the one she bought at a thrift store for 2,500 naira, and posted it with a simple caption. Felt cute, might delete later. She had 312 followers. Mostly school friends, her cousin in Canada, and a few strangers she never bothered to unfollow. But by the next morning, her phone was on fire. Over 5,000 likes. Hundreds of comments. Her DMs flooded. Someone had shared her picture on a popular fashion page. Then another influencer reposted it. Then, a certain man saw it. His name was Chuka. 33. Tall, rich, with that quiet kind of power that made people lean in when he spoke. The kind of man whose watch cost more than her rent for a year. He didn't comment. He didn't like the picture. He simply sent a DM. You look beautiful. Let's talk. Now. Amora wasn't naive. She had heard stories about rich men in Lagos, the sugar daddies, the heartbreakers, the wolves in fine suits. She almost ignored the message. Almost. But curiosity is a dangerous thing. She replied with just one word. Hi. That hi was the beginning of a door she could never close again. Chuka didn't waste time. He asked for her number. He called that night. His voice was deep, slow, almost hypnotic. They spoke for hours. Not just about fashion or beauty, but about life, dreams, fears. He told her he had been following her page quietly for weeks. You're different, Amora, he said. Most girls on Instagram are loud, fake, but you're real. Those words, they wrapped around her like silk. In less than 2 weeks, Chuka sent her a driver. A black SUV waited in front of her apartment. When she stepped in, the world outside felt far away. The car smelled like leather and expensive cologne. The windows were tinted so dark, she felt invisible. They took her to a rooftop restaurant in Victoria Island. Candles. Soft jazz. The city lights shimmering like scattered gold. Chuka arrived in a tailored suit. He smiled, and the room seemed to shift around him. You're even more beautiful in person, he whispered. It wasn't just a date. It was a spell. From that night, her life changed. She was flying business class to Abuja. Wearing dresses she could never afford. Dining in places where a plate of food cost her entire week's salary. Her Instagram. It exploded. Brands wanted her for photo shoots. People called her the mystery girl because she never revealed much, but every picture hinted at luxury. And Chuka was always there. Sending flowers. Sending money. Sending messages at 3 a.m. just to say, I miss you. One night, under the soft light of his penthouse, he said it. I want you to be my wife. Amara froze. They had known each other barely 3 months. Marriage. She thought about it all night. Marriage to Chuka meant a life she could never dream of, diamonds, cars, mansions. But it also meant stepping into his world completely, a world she didn't fully understand. Still, she said yes. The engagement pictures went viral. She was in a gold gown. He was in a white tuxedo. The caption read, "Forever with my king." Everyone envied her. Every girl wanted to be her. But what they didn't see was the shadow. It started small. Chuka wanted her to close her Instagram account after the wedding. A wife should be private, he said. The world doesn't need to see you anymore. She agreed. She thought it was love. She thought he was protecting her. Then he told her to stop talking to some friends. Then he asked her to quit her job. Then, he started going through her phone. Amora told herself it was fine. That's what marriage is, compromise. But deep inside, she felt the walls closing in. The wedding was like something out of a fairy tale. Champagne fountains. A cake taller than her. Guests in sparkling lace and osook. And then, her first night as Mrs. Chuka Obina. The first thing he said was not "I love you." It was "Remember, you're mine now." Completely. The months after the wedding were a blur. She had everything, except freedom. Her Instagram was gone. Her friends had stopped calling. Her world was reduced to the walls of their mansion and the sound of his voice, commanding, controlling. One evening, she found a hidden phone in one of his drawers. She wasn't snooping. She was looking for a pen. But curiosity, again. Messages. Dozens of them. Women. Some were flirty. Some sent pictures that made her stomach twist. Her hands shook. She waited for him to come home. When she asked, his face turned cold. "You think you can question me? In my house?" He didn't shout. But the silence after was louder than any scream. That night, Amora lay in bed, staring at the ceiling. She thought about the girl she used to be, laughing, posting pictures, dreaming freely. She thought about the night he first messaged her. The thrill. The magic. The trap. The next morning, she packed a small bag. She didn't take the diamonds. She didn't take the clothes. Just her old cracked phone, some cash, and the courage she had buried for too long. She didn't leave a note. She didn't say goodbye. By the time Chuka came home, she was gone. Her Instagram. Still deleted. Her name. Already fading from the trending pages. But her heart. Her heart was finally hers again. Months later, Amora opened a new page. No luxury. No filters. Just her, in a white t-shirt, holding a cup of zobo. The caption. Not every bride lives happily ever after, but every woman deserves to be free. And this time, when the likes started coming in, she smiled. Because now, the girl in the picture belonged to no one.